What's up, guys? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if you are Sean Diddy Combs, the weekend has come, but your problems have just gotten worse. But y'all, don't worry. According to the Rolling Stones and a lot of media outlets, like we reported, how many months ago? Back in November, Diddy is looking for a presidential pardon. Now, that's no surprise, but his friends and his allies have gone on record. But guess what? All of Diddy's closest people that may be named as co-conspirators, are looking for a presidential pardon. Think it won't happen? Well, guess what? Kim Kardashian, Kris Jenner, the Kardashians might be Diddy's key to actually getting that presidential pardon. Y'all, let's get into this. Because again, I do not find it shocking at all that Diddy is shucking and jiving, doing the thing. Do you know what I do want to say, guys? Of course, you guys know I am covering the trial live Monday through Friday. I will be out there windmilling and giving it to you live. Make sure you check out those lives. In the meantime, today, we are going to do a fantasy league. We're going to do a recap. Baby, y'all want the legal? We are going to break it down legally. We're going to talk about the charges, what needs to be proved, and also because I was in the courtroom, we are going to talk about what the feds have already proven and what they need to do better. Y'all, listen. We are going to do it. In the meantime, let's get into this. This is gonna be a heavy upload day, so make sure you guys stick around, turn those notifications on, subscribe, and make sure y'all are ready for the live chat. Okay, hold on real quick. Now, I do want to say that we were the ones that got this first, and back then everybody said we were lying, we got dragged, but baby, the timestamps are there. So this is what the Rolling Stone, their investigative reporters are very good. They said earlier this week, the Onion ran a piece headline, Sean Combs asked for a quick trial so he could get to the part where Trump pardoned him, okay? But they are saying they are now, they may be onto something, okay? Listen, this is directly Diddy's people speaking on sources, on record. Diddy's willing to do anything to get out of jail. A source who has known Diddy for a decade tells Rolling Stone magazine. He's always been this way. He's always going to do what he has to do to get out of the situation. They said, oddly enough, Diddy doesn't even like Trump. Sources describe the conversations as ongoing and very preliminary, with one of the people familiar with the matter characterizing it as Diddy World making connections with the Trump team. A spokesperson for Diddy did not return the Rolling Stones' request for comment, nor did the White House. They say to those on both sides of the conversations, the point is obvious. People who have known the rapper producer for years are integrating themselves to individuals who have the president's ear in hopes that this lays the groundwork and sets up senior level lines of communication if Diddy needs to plead for a pardon or commutation, which means that the sentence will be shorter, right? Now, what is this connection that Diddy's trying to link up? Hello, have we forgotten the most obvious one? Kim, Kris Jenner, Khloe, and Kylie, maybe even Kendall, are super, super close with Diddy. They used to post on social media, Diddy, we love you. Diddy, you're our son. Diddy, you're this. Diddy, you're that. Now, why is this very interesting? Because if you guys don't remember, there was a throwback show from Keeping Up with the Kardashians when Khloe was talking about basically going to a freak off. She said she went to a Diddy party. She said that there was, she went to a Diddy party. She said that there were naked people running around everywhere. She didn't know what to do. How this, that, and the third. Khloe didn't know it, or we didn't know it. Khloe did because she was there. That she was actually describing a freak off. What does that all have to do? Kendall, Kylie, Kourtney, Khloe, Kim, before they really got their money, well, let's just say there's a lot of stories circulating about the fact that they would have maybe, put it like this. I'm not saying that any of the Kardashians girls would have willingly took the place of Cassie. But a lot of those Kardashian girls would have willingly took the place of Cassie. If we find that out, I wouldn't be surprised. Khloe also dated French Montana. Where am I going with this? Diddy knows where all the bodies are buried for Kim, for Kris, for Khloe, for Kylie, for Kendall. Here's the thing, Diddy hasn't given up anybody's name. And here's the thing, even if what people did wasn't punishable by criminal offense, because Diddy is the monster, you gotta think this, Diddy would be very, very, very happy to do what? To embarrass people. The same way he got up on there and was asking Cassie questions to embarrass her and ruin her reputation. Spoiler alert, it didn't work. It's the same way I'm sure that even if a lot of people around Diddy and they didn't do anything criminal, they still don't want to be invested. Kim don't want people knowing what her and Courtney were doing with the game. Kim don't want people knowing how they really got through the industry. Kim don't want them knowing how many special friends they may or may not have happened. Even though there might not be criminal behavior, there's a lot of room for embarrassment. And right now, Kim is trying to be taken seriously as an actress. She's trying to be taken seriously as a philanthropist. She's trying to make the jump into wealth because you know she is best buddies with Lauren Sanchez. Okay, fine. So we have where the motive would be. The Kardashians don't want their trash exposed. And trust, if Diddy goes to jail, he is going to be embarrassing a lot of people. It might not be illegal, but it definitely will be embarrassing. Okay, so where do we go after that? Well, where's the Trump connection? Kim and Chris, but especially Kim, and let's not forget, Kanye said that Diddy taught him everything he knows about needing to get a wife. Diddy taught him everything he knows. Kim, Diddy, and we already know Kanye said that he likes to roll. Only Bianca is a willing Cassie. Okay, so where does that get this? Kim is lying. Kim is super, super tight with Ivanka Trump. Super, super tight. And she has Jared Kushner's heir too. Let's not forget that Jared Kushner's brother, I believe it's whatever his brother's name is, he's the guy that founded the Oscar healthcare thing in New York. I don't even know if that's still going on, but Jared Kushner's brother, Carly Klaus's husband, is 15% owner of Skims. Remember when Kanye flipped out because Kim would only give Kanye 5% of Skims, even though he imagined it, he visioned it, and he built it out, and she sold 15% to the Kushners? Yeah, exactly. Kim and Ivanka are like this. You know, Ivanka is the apple of her daddy's eye. Now, will Trump eventually pardon Diddy? Who knows? But he is making inroads and pulling every little thread he can to try to get on Trump's radar. And the biggest thread is one Kim Noelle Kardashian, okay? They go on to say that, to those on both sides of the conversation, the point is obvious. People who have known Diddy for years are ingratiating themselves with individual who has the president's ear. That is Kim Kardashian. She 100% has the president's ear through Ivanka. They are like this. Kim even tweeted at Melania saying she looked like she is literally and Kim has turned Republican. She has gone full on Republican, which I don't understand, but it is what it is, right? They said there's no evidence that Trump is personally aware of any of these conversations, and the president has not publicly weighed in on the Diddy's criminal charges or prosecution. But the small number of senior Trump officials who are aware of it have expressed deep reservations about commuting a possible Diddy sentence given the severity of the charges. They said one of Diddy's close associates has some experience with presidential pardons and commutations. This isn't Kim, this is another person. Corey Jacobs, a senior advisor to Diddy and a trusted friend from his teenage years, walked free from prison when then President Barack Obama granted him clemency in 2016 because he was serving a life sentence, which I think that was Big Meech. Anyway, or maybe it's not, right? Okay, let's get into the outreach because this is important. They said during the private outreach to the members of Trump's government and social orbit, again, we're getting back into Kim Kardashian, Diddy allies have tried to paint the rapper's prosecution in decidedly Trumpanian terms, playing to the Republican version of the president as a martyr and perennial victim. And they're saying he and Trump are both successful businessmen and controversial celebrities who have been unfairly targeted by the feds and prosecutors in the Southern District of New York. And they each have to deal with a barrage of SA allegations that each insists are false. The words deep state they keep using and they're coming up once or twice, said sources familiar with this outreach. They said this case is about Diddy's private personal sex life, which has nothing to do with his lawful business. That's what his attorney said. The government has no place here in this man's private bedroom. Diddy's supporters are also reminding that the Trump administration, including some who were involved in clemency considerations at the White House, that their other MAGA world contacts, that the president and rapper and fellow mogul have known each other for many, many years, and that Trump has publicly vouched for Diddy's character. In the now widely circulated 2012 clip, From Trump's Celebrity Apprentice, he refers to Diddy as a friend. Trump says, I love Diddy. You know, he's a good friend of mine. He's a good guy. And Aubrey O'Day, when she was on The Apprentice, was like, is he a good guy? And listen, she said, I don't want to answer that question. Anyway, you know, Aubrey actually dated Trump's son, but I'm sure Aubrey ain't going to do Diddy any type of favors at all. And anyway, you guys, listen. What do you guys think? Go read the whole article on the Rolling Stones, but the Rolling Stones is now confirming through people that are inside the Trump administration, social circle, and Diddy situation that they are moving forward with what? With their ability to pardon, and they want to see if Trump will actually do it. And they are saying that when Miss Kimberly Noelle Kardashian might actually be the missing link, and they're also saying that it might be because they want to stop anything with embarrassment. Anyway, you guys, let me know what you think in the comments. I will talk to y'all later. Bye.